All right, we're going live here. Doing a live stream here on this fine Friday. Uh, yeah, so see what everybody's doing. But yeah, all right. So next week is my CDL permit test, and I've been, have to study for that. And I figured why not have a little fun here today and do a live stream and kind of check up with everybody, see what's happening, have some fun, ask questions, and what have you. And right now it is almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Alter Ego, how's it going? So we got Alter Ego. You heard about the cancellation of the Scoob Holiday Haunt? Yeah, I did hear about that. Warner Brothers canceling that and Batgirl. Not that I was really excited for Batgirl or looked forward to it, but it's definitely troubling and questionable. Again, I just kind of read a little bit about it. I don't know. I don't know much about the details or for what reason, but yeah. So Batgirl was canceled. Scoob Holiday Haunt was canceled. So I'm just looking at movie news right here. Ezra Miller reportedly living in fear of FBI and the KKK, traveling with guns and body armor. Jesus. James Gunn is considering about an R-rated Scooby-Doo movie. As much as I would like to see it. As much as I would like to see what was talked about at one point, the relationship between Velma and Daphne that we've been wanting to see. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but I don't know if it ever. Then again, they're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Anything's possible. If they can make a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, then anything's possible. So, on one hand, I could say that would never happen, but again, also too, they're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Anything can happen. Do I think Disney will ever reboot Herbie again? I don't think they have much interest in Herbie. I just don't see them ever going back and making another one. Because even back in the day, I mean, weren't there like a few of those movies? And then they did a film, like remake later on. I remember Lindsay Lohan was in that, Michael Keaton, but I never saw the movie. I remember that part of it. So, okay, so what I've been up to lately, again, just kind of been with work and school, a little tied up with that. So yesterday was my last day of class. And this coming Tuesday is my CDL permit. I had to take the test for that. And so after I pass, when I pass that, then I go to the yard. And I have to do about 7 weeks of, yard class and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's why lately I haven't really done too much. I've been a little tied down, just focusing on class and commuting back and forth, 6 days a week. And that's my washing machine making the noise. But yeah, so, we're getting there. I haven't watched, too many movies lately or what have you. I have been going back and rewatching Smallville because at some point here, me and two other people were going to review Smallville season 1. So, we're going to do that at some point here, work on that and have a discussion and review every season, but we have to, watch the entire show. So that's one thing that's coming up here down the line. Soon I'll be starting on the requests. I know, again, uh, people submitted those, some time back, and but I wanted to, school happened, and then I got a little tied up with that. Um, so I'll be starting on those soon, and but I mean, again, like I said, I haven't watched, too many, movies lately. I know Prey comes out today, but I have zero interest in watching it. ATHX, how's it going? New Line Cinema, will ever have a future? I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been watching anything lately. Uh, just been caught up with school, and, you know, going to work is a commute, and then going to school is a commute. So now that, I've got the classes done, so all I have to do is take the permit test Tuesday, and then when I pass that, then I go to the yard, and it's 7 weeks of, yard class. It could be like 1 day a week or 2 days a week. I don't know how what's gonna happen there, but we're gonna be taught everything. Everything about the truck, front and back, in and out, and how to back up the truck properly. Um, I'm sure we're gonna do a road test, pre-trip inspection test, uh, driving at night test. So there's more to do there with class. Nobody's a good movie, and I heard they're making a sequel, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it needs a sequel, but we'll see what happens. Have I played any video games lately? New ones, no, but that's something that I've been wanting to, do again. Play some video games. And I haven't done that in maybe some months here. Hey, Derpy Gaming. I like the avatar. But yeah, so I'm supposed to be studying here, preparing for a test Tuesday, but just wanted to break it up a little bit, have some fun. So yeah. I heard something about that. DC's laying out like a 10-year plan, but which is why they scrapped all these projects like Batgirl and Scoob and all these other. I think the Flash, that's still going to happen. That's still going to come out, from what I read. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Again, I don't know the details of it, and maybe I should have. Maybe I should have read up more. Read up more on it, beforehand. Have a good one, Ross. Reading, lately, I haven't read anything. Exercising still. Actually, I'm going to be jogging later. I mean, the only thing I could say, Joker 2, I know apparently, it's coming out in October of 2024. Lady Gaga's in it. To me, I really liked the first Joker. I don't see how you really need a sequel. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Joker is a standalone movie. Perfectly said. The first Joker, is a great standalone movie. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that off again with the sequel. Now, I've heard that apparently the entire movie, or a great chunk of the movie, is going to take place at Arkham. So, what is it going to be, like a Cuckoo's Nest type of tone to the movie? Like, is Lady Gaga? I've heard different things. that she's going to play Harley Quinn, or she's going to play some type of some type of nurse. So is she going to be like a good version of Nurse Ratched from Cuckoo's Nest? The bad nurse in Cuckoo's Nest. Is she going to be like a good version of that? Maybe they could do that. Maybe they can have the entire thing take place at Arkham, where maybe you could have Joker, run into these other villains, or maybe run into copycats. That would be interesting, and that's where you could have maybe Willem Dafoe pop up and sort of be like a copycat Joker. But again, that's just an idea. I'm not saying that. Again, I really would like to see a sequel, but I don't think they're going to repeat. It's going to be hard to repeat how great the first movie was. And I know the first movie made a bunch of money, which is why they're doing the sequel. But again, I don't think it's going to be really tough to follow up on that. Even with, Joaquin Phoenix back, same director. But I agree, it doesn't really need a sequel. I really like Joker. It's going to be tough. It's going to be real hard to follow up on that. I don't know. I really doubt that it would be live action because, I mean, the Scoob Hunt movie was animated. So I have to believe that, anything with Scooby do from here on out, it's going to be animated, CG, because that's the popular thing to do. Well, Joker is a far better movie than Halloween 2018. So my brother texted me. Yeah. Favorite movie soundtracks. I love the soundtrack to The Crow. I love the soundtrack to Daredevil. So The Crow is a great soundtrack. Daredevil. I really like the soundtrack to Point Break. There's a lot of great soundtracks. I would say my favorite, definitely up there, are like The Crow and Daredevil. I don't know if Larry the Cable Guy will ever make a cameo in Cats and Dogs. Are you a fan of the movie? Because I know you ask about the film a lot. I haven't seen that film in a long time. If they're going to do a movie universe, they got to start it off with the Superman, then Batman, then Wonder Woman, the Trinity in a row, maybe Flash or Green Lantern following that order. Yeah, that's what they should have done to begin with, not right out the gate Justice League, which I know they have Men of Steel, but, they pumped out Justice League so fast. And we didn't even get a Batman film with Ben Affleck. We didn't even get a Flash movie. Not that I would have liked to have seen Flash. Well, we are getting a Flash movie, but we have a lead actor that is a psychopath, and poor Michael Keaton, because he's. And here's the thing that I don't understand too. Like, if they're still moving forward with it, why haven't we seen anything about it? Well, people might say, well, because of Ezra Miller. But if you're going to sell the movie just, if you're just going to use Michael Keaton as a selling point, then why haven't we seen anything about it? Unless it sucks. See what I'm saying? Like, why do I have a sinking feeling that because we haven't seen anything yet, and yeah, you could say Ezra Miller is a big factor as to why we're not going to see anything for a while, but you still have Michael Keaton, and if he's going to be your selling point for this movie, then why are we, why haven't they put out anything yet? Unless something's wrong with the movie, that, maybe the movie's not good. Let's consider that. Yeah, I have seen The Protector, really good movie. My favorite movie trailers, I don't know if I have any favorites. I mean, I don't know if I have any favorites. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Yeah. I know Matt Thomas has talked about that movie. I've never seen it, but yeah, going back to what I was saying before about DC, I mean, there's been, if I mention some recent DC movies, I liked Shazam. I liked, Joker, of course. The Batman I thought was really good, but you know, just a few years ago, again, we got Justice League, and they jumped the gun so fast. Man of Steel, I'm not the biggest fan of, but you go from Man of Steel to Dawn of Justice, and a quick fashion, that you're not going to take the time like Marvel did. Marvel did back in the day. They took their time. They took their time. They developed characters individually, and now, after Avengers, either some of them have died, or they just kind of they're badly written. DC, again, really, to me, lately, the only, good DC movies have been Joker and the Batman, but that's just me. Yeah, the Batman from '66, good movie, fun movie. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get back to requests. So to read off what I'm gonna be doing here soon. So the first request I'm gonna do is the Cable Guy movie review for DJ Donnelly. Then after that, Ernest Rides Again, an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, Rumble in the Bronx, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, a review of Star Wars, Spice World, Harsh Times, Running Scared, Max Payne, Vanilla Sky, a commentary of Moscow Heat, a reaction to Woodpeckers from Space, I think it's a song, and a album review by Metallica. So, yeah, that's what is coming up the pike here. Imagine if Justice League never existed. Well, yeah, I mean, then we will never have the Snyder Cut too, because it's another 4 hours of boredom. Oh, thank you, THX. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so yeah, like I said, school happened, and I wanted to focus on that, and I was going to start on those before, but like I said, school happened, and wanted to focus on that and go at my own pace. But that's what is coming up in regards to requests. But at some point here, I tried to. This is like 2-3 weeks ago. I tried to move my desk in my room. Like I tried to move everything, not the movie shelves, but I attempted of trying to get my desk in my room to get some like natural light in, but it didn't work out. Yeah, this desk here, it's too big, it's too awkward, and my room is not that big. So yeah, that took up some little bit of time, but so I had to bring the desk back in here, set everything back up. Like this was just going to be the movie room, and I was going to move my desktop into my room, but with the desk being so big and awkward, I couldn't make that happen, and I had to put it back in here and straighten the office back up and hook everything back up, and so that happened, like 2 weeks ago. But I'm going to try to improve the lighting in here a little bit better. I'm always picky, like with me, I'm always a little bit picky about the lighting and stuff. And so I try to improve that. I know I'm rambling. If you had to make a video game, which type of game would it be? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of concept I would use, or I mean, I can think of certain movies that I would like to see be made into video games, but I think everything's been done. Like it'd be hard for me to come up with an idea right here. I have to really think about that question, because again, every type of genre has been done in regards to video games. And again, I would like to see certain movies be made into video games, but I think sometimes when it comes to that, they don't put in the care like I mean, I know this RoboCop. We got a RoboCop PC game coming out, but I'm not sure about that. I did see the trailer. Peter Weller's back as the voice, but I got an iffy feeling about that one. Do I think Disney will make an Ice Age ride? I don't see that happening. Yeah, I got blinds right here. But I have to put like, curtains on these blinds here because it's too much light, really. But so the lights and the ceiling fan are out, and I need to get some more. So I think that would help out a little bit. So right now I'm just I have like a little light stand here, and I have a ring light right here. So if I turn this off, yeah, see the difference? And ring lights are supposed to last a little bit. I mean, last a good while. I don't see that burning out. But I have to, I'm always, trying to improve the lighting in here and stuff. But if I take those curtains down, it's too much light coming in. Do I think Universal should bring back, Back to the Future ride and Jaws? I remember going to Universal Studios back in 2003, and I remember going on the Back to the Future ride and the Jaws ride. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to have them both back. I think there's even a Twitter page. Someone made a Twitter page of just dedicating to bringing back the Jaws ride. And every day they say this is day whatever. And we're still, if I could find it, but I'll put my Twitter down below. But yeah, there's a Twitter out there dedicated to bringing back the Jaws ride. And every day they tweet it out saying, bring it back. So I do see it up there. But yeah. Then again, I know I'm rambling quite a bit here in this live stream. I haven't done a solo stream in a while. So it seems like, you guys enjoy whenever I do solo streams a little bit more. But I mean, I'm still going to do the hangouts and stuff. I just haven't done one in a while. So yeah, it's a cool. I think I do follow it, but I'm not sure. So, what do you guys think about the rise of the TMNT movie, Mutant Mayhem, Seth Rogen? I saw a picture of the poster. Let's see if I can look at it again. I mean, what is that? Look. Can I show it? Can I show it? Nah, it's too bright. But what is that? That's the artwork of somebody that's had too much weed. I just have a bad feeling about that Seth Rogen. Yeah, it's made by Seth Rogen, I think, is producing it. Ted 3. I don't know if I have a lot of interest in that. I've only seen the first Ted film. I haven't seen Ted 2. But yeah, let me see if I can find some information on that. In fact, let me do it right here on the computer. I don't know why I'm looking at my phone. The upcoming Ninja Turtles movie from Seth Rogen has finally received an official title and new release date. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem will come out August 4th next year. The film is directed by Jeff Rowe and produced by Rogen. Rogen has said before that the movie will focus more on the teenage aspect of the film. Apparently, it's going to be a CG animated movie, and will be followed up by more TMNT movies focusing on the franchise's villains. Why? Why do we need to make spinoffs of Ninja Turtle villains? I mean, are Bebop and Rocksteady going to get their own movie, and it's going to be, are we going to get a road trip movie with Bebop and Rocksteady? Is it going to be like, Dumb and Dumber or Cheech and Chong, where they're getting high all the time? How much you want to bet? With Seth Rogen involved, how much you want to bet they're going to have Bebop and Rocksteady get their own movie, and it's going to be a pothead movie. It's going to be, Pineapple Express with, Bebop and Rocksteady. The Shredder, is going to get his own movie. He'll be in the kitchen shredding up lettuce and lettuce heads and cabbage heads and chopping up salad. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Seth Rogen, there's a couple of films with Seth Rogen, way back that I didn't mind. But, to me, he's just, I don't care for him anymore. And yes, that's somebody mowing the grass. Somebody's mowing the grass outside. I think it's the people next door. But we don't. Fuck. We don't need spin-offs of Ninja Turtle villains. Just like we don't need Craven the Hunter movie. We don't need a Morbius movie, even though I haven't seen Morbius. But we don't need it. It's not needed. It's not wanted. It's unnecessary. It's but let's go back to some movie news here. I can understand being very skeptical about TMNT villain spinoffs, but if they do it correctly, for example, knowing a backstory between Bebop and Rocksteady, I would say out of those few, like I would like to see a Casey Jones movie. Like if they, I remember there was a fan movie on Casey Jones. I think it's still on YouTube. That was made some years ago, and you had Casey Jones in there, and I think Michelangelo and Robbie Wrist came back to provide the voice of Mikey. I believe it's still up there, but out of those few, again, that you mentioned, the only interesting character that I see, like, okay, I would like to see a movie just on him, like Casey Jones, and have Elias Cotes come back or provide some kind of voiceover, because that to me would be cool. My favorite road trip movie, I would say, is probably, I'm going to say Tommy Boy right now. I'm going to say Tommy Boy. Yeah, it's the lawnmower man. Yeah. And I know I got to mow my grass, but I want to say it's the people across the street, because I got people across the street beside me, and then like over there on that side is the cemetery. I have not seen Easy Rider. Kevin Smith producing animated Transformers. Don't give him ideas, Alter Ego. You're going to give him ideas. Don't encourage him. Yeah, it looks awful. It looks like, I don't. I have to look at an image again. I have to look at that again. And of course, my internet's being a little weird right now. Um, yeah, my internet wants to give out because I have looked up. My internet doesn't want me looking at anything regarding movie news or Seth Rogen. There we go. Yeah, I mean, so another thing that happened too over the past 2 3 weeks, uh, for some reason my computer cannot pick up Wi-Fi. So now I have a Ethernet cable connected straight to the modem, and I hate that because it's running through my living room and going through the hallway and into here. But it's just annoying because um, I don't know what happened. What maybe somebody out there, you know, who are familiar that's tech savvy might have an answer. But yeah, I'm hooked up straight to the modem. Can you guys hear me okay? Or am I still here? Because I can't look up anything right now. Okay. Yeah, like my for some reason my internet wants to be in and out right now. Okay. So it might be it's probably just a little hiccup. But yeah, like don't give him ideas on Tarigo. Don't don't encourage him because Kevin Smith might make a Transformers movies and have you know the Transformers toke. How much you want to bet that these Ninja Turtles and the Seth Rogen movie are gonna pass the Mary Jane around. Splinter's gonna get high. They're gonna all get high in the sewer and have the munchies. Yeah, again, I don't understand like that poster. It looks more like graffiti. Well, that's the point. No, it looks shitty. It looks like very crappy fan art. Like somebody, a street artist decided to, have fun, have little, you know, creative fun. I don't know what he's going for with that. The best and worst Jackie Chan fight. Well, I would say one of the best fights to me, and my favorite one is the one-on-one at the end of Legend of Drunken Master. That's my favorite Jackie Chan fight. I don't know what would be the worst one. I have to really think about that. I mean, I've seen quite a few Jackie Chan movies, but I haven't seen too many ones that I really disliked or what have you. I mean, I'm not a fan of Rush Hour 3, but I can't remember anything about that movie. But yeah, like I said, I don't understand, what's so great about this artwork. And why can't we have another live action Ninja Turtles movie? I mean, is that against the law that everything now has to be CG animated? We already had that with the 2007 TMNT movie. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, I rewatched that not too long ago, and I just wasn't a fan of it. Mm, probably hit singles. It's just an idea, but maybe before doing live streams, talk about movie news, screen save it on your phone. Yeah, I mean, I want to get back to more videos, especially right now. I'm still in school, but to break it up a little bit, like I haven't. It's good to have some fun in between. You know, whether it be studying or doing school. I need to remember to have some fun a little, and get back to doing some videos here, not get so wrapped up in. I mean, it's good to stay focused, but at the same time, remind myself to have fun, enjoy what I, enjoy talking to y'all and doing videos and stuff like that. Um, so there's things that I'm working on, like the requests. Uh, so yeah, I do want to do, videos where I talk about movie news and stuff. And I even thought about like, creating, and I know everybody has one now, but, some type of podcast where I could do one-on-ones. But we'll see what happens. No, he won't blame SpongeBob. He'll blame white men. or he'll call us, like this, what was it, Santa Inc., a white supremacist. That's why it got so much hate. So when we hate the Ninja Turtles movie that he's working on, we're gonna be, we're gonna be turtleists. We're gonna be turtle haters. We're gonna be, uh, we're not gonna be real fans. How much you want to bet that's gonna happen when Seth Rogen makes his new Ninja Turtles a movie, and it turns out to be crap? We're gonna be haters. We're not gonna be true fans. We're gonna be toxic people. We're gonna be called out on Twitter. We're gonna be hashtagged, and YouTube is going to delete all the comments under the trailer. They're going to remove any derogatory or critical comments and, keep the positive ones. They're going to hide the dislike bar and like bar, or the likes and dislikes. Again, how much you want to bet when this Ninja Turtles movie comes out and everybody, when everybody is gonna bag on the trailer, they're gonna say that we're not real fans, that we're toxic, what have you. Do I watch any wrestling? Lately, not really. I'm just not into it. I did hear about the SummerSlam thing with Brock Lesnar. Like, Brock Lesnar got a tractor and picked up the ring, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. I don't watch it hardly anymore. I'm not into. Yeah, I'm not into the product. It's just not for me. Like I said, I did hear about that one SummerSlam moment, but when something like that happens, everybody talks about it. I know Vince McMahon's retired, which really should have happened some years back, but so yeah. I have not seen the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But yeah, WCW, ECW back in the day, I would say I was more into WCW. I even remember one year, this may have been like 1997 or 98. My uncle, he went as Sting for Halloween, and I'll never forget that. But yeah, wrestling was cool. Not anymore. The Black Phone, I haven't seen the Black Phone. Would you do any video review of any WWF you enjoy? Do you mean like pay-per-views? I mean, I don't have Peacock because, Peacock, that's where you find all the WWE pay-per-views and stuff. If it's a paid request, maybe, but I don't know. Like, to me, I just don't have a lot of interest in paying for Peacock. I'm already paying for. So right now, and this is another thing that happened very recently. The TV in the living room, is not working right now. Like, it has sound, but no picture. It's just black. So that I can't watch anything at the moment, in regards to, I do have Hulu, but yeah. So I can't watch anything in the living room at the moment. So yeah, again, how much you want to bet that when Seth Rogen's TMNT, the trailer comes out, it's going to suck. Well, I don't have any wrestling DVDs at the moment. I did for a while, but I don't have any right now. The Goosebumps books, I had a few back in the day, but I think they just got lost over time. over the years. God knows what happened to them. I wish I still had them, and I'm sure there's some still out there, but I think there's just over the years, they just got lost. But I probably will go on for another 20 minutes here, and then I'll get some lunch. Um, but I wanted to, pop in for a little bit here and do a live stream. I don't know if I have any favorite championship designs. I like I think, was it the Intercontinental title that had like the white around it back in the day? I like that. I like the Hardcore Championship. I would say that's one of my favorites. Yeah, the Hardcore Championship. I don't know. I just like the look of it. I would be glad to hear a podcast talking about Team NT 1990. Yeah, I remember some of those. Those were like Skype discussions back in the day that me and Matt would have, or me and Mike. Wildman sometimes would come in. Fabio, Matt Thomas. But now, what I love about StreamYard is, you can have these long discussions, and it could be either, pre-recorded, or it could be a live discussion. And because right now I'm paying for StreamYard, and one of the things I can do is pre-record discussions. So that's why I kind of, mentioned the idea of having like a podcast of some sort. And I know everybody and their grandmother has a podcast, but I think that'd be fun. Just have more, again, one-on-ones with people out there. But yeah, I would say it was the Intercontinental. Yeah, I love the hardcore. Like I said, the Hardcore Championship, that was pretty cool. But to me now, like the belt, every belt is treated as a prop. The Melon app. Yeah, I know that Matt, he's using that now, and Mike. I think I can get that for my desktop here. So maybe one night, or one day when I get the Melon app, me and Matt can get up and do a live stream. Because I would like to talk to Matt again and Mike, great guys up here. So maybe one day when I get the Melon app, and we can do a live stream and shoot the shit a little bit. Favorite pro wrestling gimmicks? The Undertaker. I would say that's one of my favorites because it lasted for a long time. The longevity of the Undertaker, and I would say that's one of my favorites. The Mankind character is one of my favorite gimmicks. Um, there's more. Undertaker, Mankind. I always enjoyed the Goldust gimmick. Goldust was fun back in the day. Um, Sting. I really love the Sting gimmick. Taking influence from the Crow. So those are some. I don't know, like Stone Cold. I thought about that, but I don't know if you would say it's a gimmick, but I also could see where that's more like Steve Austin. Like a straight up gimmick would be like, The Undertaker, Mankind, Goldust. Um, I mean, what else you could say? Like Stone Cold, I could see more of like Steve Austin himself, a lot of himself put into Stone Cold. Like same thing with Hulk Hogan. Like I don't know if I would say Hulk Hogan was a gimmick, but like Undertaker, Mankind, Gold Dust, to me those are more gimmicks, if that makes sense. A Rango TV show. I've never even seen Rango. I think I do have the film somewhere, but I don't think they would ever make a Rango TV show. Razor, yeah, Razor Ramon, that's a good example. Like, Razor Ramon, that's a good example of a gimmick. Really cool gimmick. There's no way that character would be made today because a lot of people would complain, oh, it's too masculine, it's too machismo, it's too, toxic masculinity. Can you imagine if Razor Ramon, if that gimmick was made today, you would have a bunch of people on Twitter trying to cancel Razor Ramon, but then he would just like throw the toothpick at him. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. See if the internet's back up again. Okay, now the internet's working. Yeah, Jake the Snake Roberts, I can see that being, like that's a good gimmick. Niagara Falls, I've never been. You should check out a site on the internet called Then and Now Movie Locations. Okay. Kevin Feige sends letter of support to Batgirl directors. Have a good one, alter ego. Ferris Bueller's Eddie McClurg allegedly abused by a man who inserted himself into her life. She's been battling dementia and has been granted a protective order against a California man who allegedly tried to marry her out of state. That sucks. Yeah, Eddie McClurg she was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She was in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. The woman at the airport that Steve Martin uh, yells at. Yeah, that's Eddie McClurg. Yeah, I like to. Yeah, I think I like writing. I don't do it enough, but I like writing. But I'm going to go on for 10 more minutes here for anybody that wants to ask more questions and stuff. And again, I know this stream here was a little bit out of the blue, but like I said, I wanted to catch up with you guys a little bit and give you some updates and stuff. Shang-Chi star Simu Liu trolls and Warner Brothers over Batgirl cancellation, gets criticized. He says on Twitter, I'm sorry to inform you guys that Disney has decided to scrap the Shang-Chi holiday special due to quality control concerns. I had already filmed the entire thing. I even designed all gingerbread Talo. Rest in peace, Shang-Chi and the Legend of 10 Golden Rings. What? Simu received instant backlash for the tweet, calling him out to be insensitive towards his industry peers. Yeah. I don't. What's to celebrate? I mean, that's a bunch of people that's out of work. I mean, out of a big waste of time. That's what it ended up being. And again, and not that I had looked forward to Bad Girl or any of those projects, but just a lot of wasted time and money and people putting in the work and some blood, sweat, and tears. And, Brendan Fraser, a lot of people online. And I get it. The Jumanji sequels I haven't seen. A good movie with a bad soundtrack. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Favorite music? Classic rock. But what are you guys' thoughts on the cancellation of Bad Girl and all these other projects with Warner Brothers? Man, Michael Keaton, that's something I just thought about too. Michael Keaton's tied up in a movie where your lead actor is a psychopath, and you're tied into a Batgirl movie that's never going to be released. I mean, if I was Michael Keaton right now, I'd be pissed. Brendan Fraser too, but Michael Keaton's tied up as playing Batman in two other movies that one your lead actor is needs serious help, and another film where it's not going to be released. That's the $64 million question. Again, I feel bad for all the people involved. Favorite decades for everything, including now or years. Favorite decades: the '80s, '90s, some of 2000s. Um, yeah. And for people wondering out there, I didn't mention this, but all that back there on the shelf, that's all of my TV shows, because I had switched, I had rearranged my room, and now the TV is blocking the closet. So I had to take everything out. My TV shows were in there, so I put them behind me on top here on the top shelf. Um, so maybe one day I'll do a TV show collection video. So I'm going to go on for 5 more minutes here. The 2010s, to me, it varies. There's been some good movies. I mean, like the John Wicks. Like, I've enjoyed the John Wick films. If you consider 2010 to 2020, yeah, I did enjoy the John Wick movies, the first Expendables film, uh, some of the Marvel stuff, like the Captain America films. But I have to really look at the 2010s and kind of, look at what I liked and didn't like. There's quite a bit there, especially in 2014, that I thought were kind of really a garbage year. You had the RoboCop remake, you had Dumb and Dumber 2, you had Expendables 3, you had um, something else that year. Favorite movie from 89, 99, and 79. 89, I got to go with Batman. 99, I got to go with The Matrix. And 79, I'm going to go with Alien. All right, I'll do one more question here and I'll probably sign off for now. Um, because I'm going to make some lunch and go study for a little bit. But I'll be back. Favorite toys and foods? Um, I don't know about toys, but foods, I mean, chicken, anything with chicken. Don't maybe go Bubba on you because I'll list it off. I'll go chicken strips, chicken sandwiches, um, chicken salad, chicken grilled chicken, chicken baked chicken. Anything with chicken I like. But I'll ask. I'll answer one more question. Yeah, I'm gonna get some food here, and then I'm gonna get something from the store. Come back and study up a little bit. The Suicide Squad, the second one, the one that came out last year. Yes, I did enjoy that quite a bit, and that was DC. Um, so yeah, I did enjoy that. Like the first Suicide Squad, I'm not a fan of, but I thought the second one was an improvement, definitely. And I liked some of the characters. I thought the characters in the second one were more fun, more fleshed out. I thought there was a little bit more to the characters, and actually, I coming from somebody, I'm not a fan of Joe Kinnaman and John Cena, but I have to say, I thought they were good in the movie, and I thought they had a good little fight in the film, and Sly as King Shark, he was fun. I wish he was in the film more, but it was still the character was still fun. I really enjoyed, um, the entertainment. I thought it was a really fun movie. So yeah, I did enjoy that. But that's it for now. I've just again wanted to keep it a quick stream here, but I'll be back soon with other stuff, more videos, and starting on requests. And the first one I'm going to do is the Cable Guy for DJ Donnelly's. So yeah, I'll do a review for that here soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.